Hello all, my name is Piotr and I build guitars. So I know I promised you a sanding video, but this may not be it, because before I get to sanding the neck, I need to install side dots. I don't want to level and file off the dots after the neck is sanded. So I need to do it now. And you may remember I'm planning on using this aluminium tube with this glow-in-the-dark powder. It's yellow, which, well, it's just yellow now. But when it's dark, it gives off really nice yellow light. It's quite bright, and I hope it will work nicely with this neck. So to do that properly, I need to measure everything up correctly. I've got this tube that is 3 mil, so I'm gonna have to drill 3mm holes right in the center of this binding. This binding should be very consistent in size. 5.5. Yeah, it's about the same. So it shouldn't be very difficult to find the center, mark it, drill it, and then I would like to start with testing it before I actually commit to doing that in the neck. Because if for some reason this doesn't work, it would be a shame to find out with the actual neck. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to set up the drill, and I think I'm going to use not my pilot drill, but this drill, because I think this is more precise than the cheap pilot drill that I have. I'll set it all up to drill a couple tests, and I need to find a good technique to cut this tube when it's in the hole and to fill it up with this powder. This may be tricky. Let's see. Okay, so I've got this piece of wood which will be perfect for testing. 3 mil drill bit, and we'll see. I'll set the depth stop for, let's say, that much. Don't know how much that is, but it doesn't really matter. Yeah, that's a nice side. We'll try here. So I'm going to drill the hole. I'm going to insert this tube, and then I'm going to slice it off with this saw. And then I can file it down level with the surface and fill it in with this powder. The powder will go in, and then very thin superglue will follow. I've got this ultra thin superglue, which will solidify the whole thing and hopefully look good as well. Right, let's do that. I need to drill the hole first. $3mm hole. You can insert the tube. It's not going in very deep. It's interesting. Okay, because I didn't drill it very deep. That's fine. So let's say that much. I could glue it in now. Just the outside of it. I'm going to do that, yes. And since that will be drilled in the black plastic, I may actually use black superglue to glue it in, just to hide any imperfections, but for now I'm going to use this one here. Okay, so it seeps in because it's a very thin superglue. I'll give it a minute and then I'll slice it off. This is, I think, aluminium, so it cuts easily. Yeah, this feels solid now. Did I say something about it cutting easily? There you go. So that's the tube sliced off now. I'm going to grab a file and file it flush with the surface. Yeah. So this looks good. And now I can figure out a way to pour some of that powder in there. So let's see if that works. If I can just do that. Come on. Okay. There's some of it. Okay, so yeah, and now when I soak it with super glue, okay, it did soak in, which is very good. That is awesome. I may need to top it up. File it down quickly first. Make more sense to use a razor blade, right? Try to push it in. And super glue again. So the accelerator helps with the drying time, and now it needs filing again. Let's try a 240 sandpaper. So that wood soaked in the super glue will not be there because I'll be drilling into the binding. So basically, this is what it's going to look like. And this is going to be sanded and polished as well, so it will not look that rough. So I did try to find a way to show you this. It's not a very bright light, but it's visible. When you flash a torch on it for a second or two, it really shines. So it does make sense. It's not just a gimmick. It does actually make sense. I want to try another one to see if I can make the surface nicer, because this looks like the yellow powder is below the surface of the tube, and I want it to be just one surface. So let's try again. I've got the black superglue here that I can use to glue the tube in, see how that behaves. Right, let's see if that changes anything. So now we have a 2mm hole in the middle. So there's a lot of powder that goes in there now, which may help to produce a brighter light. But what I also want to do is start with a hill that I will then sand down or file down. But if I can start with a hill, then maybe there will be no hole when I file it down. Okay, so this looks much better. This looks way better. It's a much brighter spot than this one, and I think I will be doing it this way. Also, it will look better in the neck because the contrast between the tube and black binding will be greater than whatever this is. Okay, so here are the two markers. There's no reference point, so you don't really know what brightness that is, but yeah, well, it is what it is. I'm happy with the brightness, and I think it will be useful. Right, so showing that on camera doesn't really make sense, but looking at it in person, it's bright enough to see in darkness, and I think it makes sense. It's more than just a gimmick, so I'm happy with that, and this is the method I will use. I need to prepare the drill for cutting a consistent distance from the edge of the neck. I need to find the distance first. It will be tricky because there is radius in the neck already, so it all will be very flimsy, but something to push the neck against at least, and not worry about it moving too much. So I'm not after perfection here. I just need this edge taped off so that if I spill any superglue, which is more than likely to happen, to be honest, especially with the very thin one, then masking tape may not be enough. We'll see. If I can prevent scraping off the superglue later, then I should. Another very important thing I need to do is to find where the markers need to go. It's easy to make a mistake and drill holes in the wrong spot, and that would be very bad. Oh, actually, I do have this scale ruler which has markers marked on it, so that's easy. Yeah, that's perfect. Now I need to mark where exactly the marker needs to be. And to do that, I'm going to use this center finding ruler here on this protractor. Try to find the center of this thread. So it's going to be 16 mil to the edge, or 15 mil to the edge of the thread on both sides, and the 0 is now the center. Right, so that's the horizontal location. Now the vertical location, and I will use the same technique. I'll find the center. Okay, so I have it set up here. Here's the mark. Yep. Here's a drill bit. It will go maybe 5 mil under the surface, which is plenty enough. I just need to hold it against this fence that I glued onto the base of the drill. And when I find the spot, I can turn on the drill and just go for it. And I'm very happy with it. It looks very clean. It's the same distance from top and from the bottom. That's exactly what I was hoping for. Right, let's move on to the next one. Okay, so now the holes are drilled. I'm very happy with the location. Now I need to install the tube. I will shave off the tip that will be going into the neck a bit, so it's easier to install. And I'm going to push the tube in, but I can also use my hammer. Tap them in lightly. Oh, there you go. That went in nicely. There's not much of a gap around, but I need to seal it with super glue. For two reasons. So it stays in, so it's solid, and two, if there is a gap, tiny gap around, a black super glue will blend it in. This should do. I've got 3 of those tubes. I can do 3 at a time. Right, I'll leave it to dry for a bit. I will spray it with the accelerator, but I'll give it some time to dry first. And then I'll cut them all 3 and install further 3, and I'll just do it in 3s, I guess. Right, so the glue had a few minutes to dry. I'm going to spray it with the accelerator and cut those tubes off. It even seeped in. I can see that there is less glue on the surface than there was before. I may use a clamp to hold the neck straight. It'll be so much easier to work. Right, let's cut it off. One down. It looks solid and feels solid as well. Okay, so this is what these look like now in the neck. They're cut off, glued in with the black super glue. Yeah, I need to do the rest now. Okay, so that looks decent, but I think I will go through with a 2mm drill and just enlarge those holes and just clean them up inside, really, because they're full of shavings from shaving the walls and some binding and stuff and glue. Ha! Here's a surprise. So the 12 thread marker is pulled out. Very interesting. I will be making a new one here because this is already filed to the level of the binding and I don't want to try and fit it in properly. I'd much rather just make a new one. So I'll skip that for now. I'll do that one and the rest. Hopefully they'll stay inside the fretboard. Oh, wow. Well, they weren't glued in. That's interesting. Let's see the others. Oh, great. Okay, so it's a bigger problem than I thought. I'll see if I can do the last three. Yeah, they look much better when they drilled out. Okay, let's fix the three ones that came out. Okay, it stayed in. Perfect. That's all the dots installed and re-drilled. Great, let's fill them up. Third thread first. Oops. Okay, there you go. It's a hill. I'm going to add a tiny bit more because this seems to collapse when it soaks the super glue. I'm not sure why that happens, but I'm sure there's perfectly scientific explanation for that. And when I had it leveled off, it created a dish, and I want to avoid that because I want the powder to be at the surface, not below. So I'm going to soak this in super glue straight away. Oops, that's a very thin super glue. Really is thin, which is a good thing, but we just need to be careful with it. Right, so that's all the markers filled up with the powder and sealed with super glue. I'll spray it with the accelerator in case there is some wet glue still there. I gave it a few minutes, but you know, and then I'll just file it down, I guess. So that's the first dot sanded, or filed down. And I'm very happy with it. So this is what they look like on a very scratched up binding. So this binding will be shiny because it will have finish on it. So it will look slightly different. But yeah. All side dots in place. All in the middle. I like it very much. Okay, so this is the dots. I did flash a LED flashlight on them, so they are fully loaded, and they do give off a visible light, which is lovely. Right, so yet another process completed. I'm very happy with them. A lot of sanding still to be done to this neck, so it will look much better than it does now. But overall, good little process. I've done it first time. I've never done that before, but I will do that again because it works and it's fairly easy, and the result is great. I love these dots, and they really give off nice visible light. Yeah, I'll leave it here for this week. I think I will do a lot of sanding next week, unless I'll find something else to do. But yeah, I think the neck is ready for sanding and final shaping of those transitions, because they are just roughed in at the moment. So yeah, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your support. And I will see you next week. Cheers. Love you, bye.